Hi guys, it's me again, Annabelle. So I was asked like a month ago, and again, I'm sorry this takes so long. It's, between not sleeping during the night, like a normal human's supposed to do, and my family being home, it's just, I'm gonna try and do more, and, well, I'm gonna try. No promises, because, obviously I suck at, keeping some kind of schedule. Now, anyway, the question I was asked a month ago was my favorite TV show. So, like my favorite book, figured what show do I always go back to? And I know the internet's gonna hate it and all, but Simpsons. I love it. I love every season. Not every episode. Not every episode, but I love every season. It's always fun at least, The jokes are still funny, and now that I'm actually older and I'm paying attention to stuff that's happening in the world, I actually get some of the topical humor. When I was little, I didn't get it so much, but also now that I also learn history, I go back and watch them and I get them. I'm like, I get, No, my parents weren't terrible parents. They didn't want me to watch Simpsons when I was little, so I just sneak around and do that. They did let me watch Looney Tunes. Less cursing, so I guess it was okay, even though there's massive violence. But I also love Looney Tunes, but that's no longer there, and no, I don't care about the Looney Tunes show. That's horrible. They ruined every character. To me, none of the voices are right, So, also, how do you like my hair? I'm trying something new. I think it looks pretty feminine. I don't know about you guys. And, well, so, another thing is, like, the reason I love Simpsons so much is when I was little, I used to think of myself as Bart, because I would do stuff like that. Not so much, destructive things as he did, but I was just kind of, I would always screw with my brother because it was fun, like, mess with him. But, as I grew older, I feel like, Homer Simpson, big, dumb, means good, and, people always forget that about Homer. Everybody talks about how Marge is such a great parent, but Homer, I think, out of both of them, actually tries the most. It's just harder for Homer to try because he's so stupid. Marge, she tries, way more than any average parent would, to be fair, so she goes above and beyond, obviously. She really cares about her kids, to the point of being overprotective, whereas Homer really cares about his kids, but in like a different way. He's not as overprotective. He's more like, there was an episode, I think, yeah, it was an episode where Homer and Lisa kind of teamed up to go see to go to the museum and all that. I don't remember the name and number and all that, I'm not that big of a Simpsons nerd or geek, so you just have to look it up. Anyway, Lisa wanted to go see this museum, this Egyptian artifacts at the museum. Bart, being Bart, glued some crap on his face and had to go to the emergency room and shit. So Lisa kind of tricks Homer into letting her ride the bus. And then Homer, of course, later realizes that's a stupid plan, and somehow basically finds Lisa in like a huge crowd, But anyway, he finds her, and they're in the car, and she's all upset and talking about how she's never gonna try anything, again, not try to be adventurous and all that. And Homer just gets so upset, he gets so upset, and he goes on about how trying things is the best thing you can do in life. I mean, it screws up. He screws up a lot. Yeah, but he always tries. He's he's dauntless, really. You know, he never he he sees obstacles, sure, and sometimes I'm not gonna say he's perfect about it, but if he wants something, he'll go for it. You know, because he doesn't think it through. He doesn't think it's kind of a good thing that he doesn't think it through because he doesn't think of the negatives. He doesn't think, oh, I could screw up, I could get hurt. You know, I mean, God, does he get hurt? So he doesn't think about the downside of trying, which I think stops a lot of people from trying. Is the downside of trying is failure. You know, he doesn't think about failure, you know, until it's too late, if at all. He always thinks about, oh, I'm gonna succeed, you know, it's like his whole sugar idea. He's like, he's gonna get, first he gets the sugar, then he gets the money and all that, then he gets the women, you know, that's how he thinks. That just shows how he thinks. He's really an optimistic person, which I wish I was that optimistic. But he gets on to Lisa about not wanting to be adventurous or to try things, you know, to take risks. That's what it was. She was never gonna take a risk again, and he gets on to her. So she says, "Well, the museum's closed by now." Says, well, "So what? We'll break in," and they break in, and up until the credits, it all went well. You know, they learned the secret of the sphere and all that. Of course, you know, then guard dogs would seem to be everywhere. The hounds, excellent. And but I mean, I don't think that Homer, even after he had outrun hound dogs, or, you know, hounds and shit, thought of how bad that was. He's like, you know, I mean, he forgot what the secret was, but who cares? He had fun. I would love to be like Homer. You know, I would love to have a dad like Homer. My dad's always like, you know, if you climb a tree, you could fall and break your back, and then you're ruined for life. I'm like, you don't realize how much that screws you up later on. That's good advice. That's smart, you know, to teach your kid to think ahead. But you shouldn't think so much that you forget to do it. You know, so, I mean, Homer, while being stupid, is really a good, positive role model. I mean, obviously don't drink as much as he does, you know. That'll probably kill you, and that's probably why he's yellow. No. But I mean, you know, and as the show grows, you delve deeper into all these other characters, you know. And Tumblr always bitches about, oh, there's no shows with a minority representation and all that. Like, there are in The Simpsons. You know, there's not huge amounts. I mean, it's not like 99% minorities like Tumblr wants, but it's, you know, you got Dr. Hibbert, the black doctor, who the writers have admitted started out really too smart for Springfield. Then he said has dumbed down later on. So my theory is there's something in the water and it's probably nuclear waste. I mean, that's the only thing that seems to pan out. Of course, then you got Apu, who went to MIT, you know. He got kicked out of MIT, but still he went. Yeah. You know, then you got your gay characters, your lesbian characters. You got Patty or someone. One of them is a lesbian. And don't get mad at me, because, I mean, even the writers don't know. They don't know which one's which. So, you got Smithers, who just used to be in love with Mr. Burns. And while that was fun, that was funny for a long time, you know, I'm glad they expanded on his character, you know, that he's not just in love with Mr. Burns, you know, he's gay. You know, and probably, you know, there's all kinds of different religions, you know, I mean, they make references to God, Buddha. Some of the Hindu ones, I don't know if they named them or not. I don't remember all of them, and I think there's a lot. But, yeah, I mean, oh, and, there was one episode where Homer met the Muslim character, and his whole thing was he was caught up in this, you know, fear of Muslims, you know, blowing everything up. And of course, the guy happened to be somebody who blew things up, but for a living, you know. And he learned a lesson, which he probably forgot. So, it's fun, you know, it's fun, and it's fun to watch, and the only problem is, and I'll admit it, is that they're similar to South Park. Those guys love South Park. But they're similar to South Park. The only problem is that it takes 6 months for them to make an episode, whereas it takes South Park, 6 days. And, like, there's a thing on Netflix called 6 Days, I think. And it details how, man, Matt Stone and Trey Parker make an entire episode. So if something happens, they have a topical reference for it next week. And that's another show I like. It's South Park. I mean, there's like Simpson, South Park, American Dad, then Family Guy. Because South Park, was just, it's also hilarious, and another show my parents hate that I watch. Mostly because, the parents are stupid and the kids are, smarter than the parents, but the truth is they're all idiots. The whole joke, I think they said it used to be, was that it was 8-year-olds swearing. That was hilarious. And I know a lot of people who think that is just hilarious. That's the funniest thing you see a little kid, fuck! So. I know my favorite thing is when they made fun of Family Guy, the Simpsons sent them flowers, So I like that. Yeah. So, in short, for this long ass video, Simpsons is my favorite TV show. I mean, I wish I could say it was something classy, like whatever's on the BBC. Doctor Who's pretty good, but I don't know. I mean, if I see the same episode of Doctor Who and it's on TV, I'll flip the channel. If I see the same episode of The Simpsons and it's on TV, like, I'm gonna stay, I'm gonna watch it. So, I mean, I think that's what it is staying power, or when you hear a joke over and over again, something like that. That's what it is. That's what the show is. It's a joke. And you want to decide, it's like, which show would I rather watch? Which joke would I rather hear multiple times, And also, I'm going to say that because apparently I hate everything the internet hates, I also love the Big Bang Theory. I don't get why you guys just flip out. Like, oh my god. Like, the joke is, oh my god, nerds. They're nerds. And yes, I know a lot of nerds. They're not all like those nerds. Hell, I mean, my brother's one of those nerds. He's not like that. He knows the rules of football and shit, but I mean, the joke isn't that these 4 guys represent all nerds. And the joke is these 4 nerds are freaking nerds. And if you watch it, you see there's growth. If everybody else, all you see is nerds being nerds, and you go, oh, well, this sucks because it's just making fun of nerds. Well, yeah, they're making fun of nerds, but you watch it, you see Wallowitz change, he's still ever horny, but he's grown out of it a little bit. And, Rajesh Kuthapali, I think that's how you say it, Raj, he's grown as well. I mean, they all have grown in their own way. Slowest and probably still what's probably biggest is Sheldon, He's grown, and Penny's grown a little bit, I think. I mean, that's the only thing I don't like about Big Bang Theory, is that Penny is honestly lower than average intelligence. Just for average folks, she's pretty stupid. And, she outsmarts 4 geniuses. So, but I enjoy it. I still think it's funny, and the internet's gonna hate it, of course. Tell them they're gonna be, the big man names it. But I seem to enjoy things the internet hates, because I love Nickelback. I mean, fuck you guys. I don't know why you guys make fun of them. Yeah. Okay, so I'll see you guys. That's all I can think of to say, because I keep going on tangents. That's all I can think of. So, right. If you want to ask questions, please do so. Here on YouTube, or on Tumblr, or on my Twitter, or Facebook. And you can feel free to add me if you want. I basically have no friends on Facebook, and that's because I had to create a new one with basically being myself. I have a secret identity. A secret identity. I don't know if you guys heard that. So it's kind of like Batman. Annabelle is who I am, but you know, the secret identity is what people think Bruce Wayne is. So, yeah. Feel free to ask me anything about anything. But if you ask me a question on Tumblr, you have to say, you can either ask me in my inbox or in the messages system, which I actually enjoy. Anyway, you have to say, can you talk about in a video? You have to be specific with me, because honestly, I'm about as dumb as Homer. So, can you talk about it in a video and whatever you want, or, you know, make a video about this subject? Or a rant. I mean, you can either message me or reply to the post I'm going to make. Same goes with, you know, everything else. Okay, guys. Bye.